Welcome back, guys. So, we made it here in our very flimsy mechanical ride. However, we do have a nice base. There are some interesting places around here that we're going to have to explore. We don't even know what that spire is. But you know what? We'll keep going and we'll find everything we need. So, first things first. We are going to actually set up our little base of operations. And I think that we're going to want it to be kind of a engineering type place. No, let's see here. Looks like we're going to be building this direction. Let's build it a little bit further back. And we're just going to make a simple one for now to kind of give it the test grounds and see what we can do. This is just going to be our nice place that we'll end up staying at, and hopefully we can change it into a transportable base, which is something you can actually do. We see a lot of people doing that, and that's going to be one of our goals to hit, is to make a nice transportable base. Now, I want you guys to make some suggestions for what I'm going to build next, because if we look, we have plenty of things that we can actually do. And what I'm hoping to do is, once we get this base set up and we kind of learn a little bit more about the physics of everything, we'll start moving on into creating some really interesting and completely insane things. One of the things that I've actually been thinking about building at this moment is we have been thinking about building what I would like to call sort of a spider bot. And the spider bot itself is going to be really good at mostly traversing across hard to access areas. Now, notice kind of a height problem here. So one thing that you can do is you can take the lift, hop on it, and then hit up on the up arrow to keep going. That's a little tip that I thought was very useful when I started out earlier. And it still is helping me to this very moment. I'm thinking we're going to go one more level high, and then, well, that's not what we wanted, and then quickly get rid of those. Is that the same level? Let's take a look. Nope, just a little bit higher. Let me back up. Thank you. So with the spider bot, what we're hoping to do is kind of make 6 legs that are all controllable by you, and if they are, that'll also add a little bit of ability for mobility over these hills instead of using something flimsy like that. So let's see what we got here. Oh, can it not make it? Oh, it just stops. It's alright. We'll take what we can get and then we'll add a little roof to it. Let's throw this down. And then we're going to add an automatic door so I don't have to deal with that. Whoop. And let's make a little... Oh, okay. That'll do. Come back down, lift. I want to make it just a little bit kind of covered. And then next, let's throw one last set of walls and then a door. What do you think? I think that's a perfect size for a door. Yeah, that'll do. We'll throw... Let's make a nice little window so we can look out, just peek out from our stone cement death trap. But anyway, what we're going to be doing now is going to be actually building a door. So, it is... How many spaces? Whoop. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this many high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Oh, but I just thought of something. We're going to actually have to replace that with a bearing. And then let's get rid of that as well and throw another bearing. Whoop. Put that back. Get used to playing all sorts of other games, then you just keep messing it up. Come on. There we go. Perfect. So now we have that. However, we are also going to need a few other things to do this. So we're going to go into our inventory and we're going to pull out... Let's see here. We're going to pull out a switch, equip it to our belt, and we're going to also put out a controller. Now, with these, the switch is very useful for actually opening and closing devices. And then we're going to need the controller. Now, let's get to our wiring tool. And Oh, gotta hook it to here, and then hook it there. And we are going to make a quick rotation. So, see what 90 does, and let's see what 90 does. Escape. Actually, you know what I'm just thinking? Oh, I see what we did wrong, or what I did wrong, rather. So, give me a second, and we're gonna fix this. Alright, so the problem that we faced actually was the fact that there were 2 bearings when there only needed to be 1. Now as you notice, it automatically went to this position. So, if we look in here, it's set to be 90 degrees when it opens. So if we reset it to say 0, and then hit OK, it's going to stay open. So what we're going to want to do is set it to 90 so that it's closed. 90, and then we're going to want it to go to minus 90. That way it opens for us. So let's give it a shot. And there you go. You have your door, your simple door that lets you in and out. Just don't forget to close it. Now, my question is, what happens if we just do a button? And so we'll go to our inventory and we'll switch out the switch for a button. We'll actually switch out the guidebook for a button. Oh, doing that on its own. So, let's switch over to the button. Throw the button on, get rid of the U, and then nothing. So we gotta reconnect it. Oh, notice that? The difference with the button is that if you want to use it, you actually have to hold it, and then it'll slowly return back. So I think that could be useful for certain traps if you want to have a pit trap fall, stuff like that. Let's actually mess with this a little bit. That's set to fast. What does slow do? How bad is slow? Ooh, really slow. Alright, and with that, thank you guys, and we will see you in the next episode. In the new base.